from KD Healing, and we're going to do a light to moderate flow, a little short mini class. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy it. I wanted to just talk a little bit about how yoga, you're not supposed to put yourself into any pain. If you feel any pain during any of the poses or positions, then you should stop immediately. And we always used to say in yoga, don't be a pusher. So don't push through the pain. Push through discomfort, like if you have muscle pain and stretching that hurts a little bit, but it's muscle, then yes, push through it, breathe through it. We learn how to find comfort in discomfort. But we're not supposed to sacrifice ourselves and bring pain onto ourselves. And that's very symbolic to what's going on in life and in relationships with codependency and narcissism. And what's going on in this world today is like a giant mirror, and it's reflecting back on us so that we can become more aware of our own selves and what we need to change and fix within our own selves, and how that radiates outward and it trickles down. And it's about self-growth, self-healing, self-love. The more that we do this for ourselves, the more it spreads and the more it hits us all as a whole. And a lot of things that are wrong going on in this world right now are being shown to us, and they're not being shown to us so that we should feel bad or go into a victim mentality, because victim mentality is not at all where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to see ourselves for who we are and what's causing these things to happen in the world, and what can we do to change those things and make them better with each other and bring more unity to this world. So, that being said, that's my dharma for today. I want to do a couple deep breaths before we begin our practice to ground ourselves. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and long exhale out, down into the ground, into the earth's core. So we're going to connect ourselves and ground ourselves into the earth. So we're going to bring our hands onto our knees, and we're going to sit nice and tall, shoulders back and down. We're going to take a deep breath in, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in one more long breath, sending up into your head and out into the ceiling. Set an intention. Exhale nice and slow. Down to the ground, into the earth's core, to the dirt. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to start our playlist. I'm going to stay where we're seated to begin, because I'm going to do a little bit more breath work. Because yoga, to me, it's really all about the breath and the energy, but sometimes I like to do yoga for the exercise and for the way it makes my body look and feel. But when it comes down to it, I do it to feel well and healthy and stress-free. And the breath and the energy is really what I love about yoga. Perfect, so I'm going to start with. I didn't pick that. That was shuffled right in as the first song. So we're going to bring our hands to our sides, palms up. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. bring your hand to your knee. Bring your right hand towards the back of the room. You're going to take a slight twist coming from your lower waist. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bringing your right hand to your other knee. Twisting back, your other hand behind your back. Inhaling, coming back to center. So now we're going to come onto a tabletop position. So I don't want you to lean your stomach in or raise your back. I want you to have a flat back. And we're going to have our shoulders hip width, our hands are going to be shoulder width apart, straight underneath our shoulders, and our feet planted, knees hip width apart. We're going to inhale, bringing our right leg up. And you're going to bring your hips so that they're squared. So your right hip is going to be bending down towards your left hip evenly as you lift your leg, squeezing your buttocks. If you have that, you're going to bring your hand out in front of you, thumb pointing up, stretching out. So you're going to elongate yourself. You're going to stretch forward and back through your foot at the same time, keeping that hip squared and your pelvic floor engaged. You're going to bring your left hand to the floor, and you're going to bring your right arm up into a side half plank. Lifting through your chest, pushing your foot towards the back of the room. Exhaling your hand down as you look down, bringing your knee down and your right foot in between your hands. You're going to inhale up into low lunge. Sending your hips down towards the ground, into the mat or the floor as you lift up, shoulders back. Reaching up, lengthening. Exhaling your hands to your foot, tucking your foot, leaning back down into runner's lunge. If you feel comfortable, you can walk your hands down to your feet to get a deeper stretch. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your hands forward. Your foot's going to meet your other foot. You're going to hang down and ragdoll, and just take a few breaths here. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Releasing your shoulders, coming back. Stepping forward. You're going to inhale, bringing your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward folding. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bringing your feet back. We're going to get into plank pose. So in this pose, you want to make sure that your fingers and knuckles are pushing down into the ground. Your feet are pushing towards the back of the room. Your tummy's tucked in. You're just going to take a breath or two here. We're going to exhale, lowering the shape. You can go knees first if you'd like to. Inhaling into our cobra. We're going to lift our chest up, pressing our feet down into the mat. So you want to feel this in your lower back as well as in the front of your calves. Looking forward. Exhale, coming into downward dog. You can pedal your feet here. You want to bring your hips to the sky, pressing back towards the back of the room. Bringing your shoulders back, pressing into the ground with your hands and your feet. Looking back between your legs. Take a few breaths here. Bending your knees, looking forward. Slowly walking to the front of the mat. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, forward folding. Inhaling, coming up into chair pose. Now see if you can lift your right leg up. Coming back into a high lunge, inhaling. You should feel all of your muscles engaged, both of your legs. Squaring the hips, rooting down into the mat. Exhale into warrior one. Bring your shoulders back and down. Look out past your hand. We're going to bring our right hand to our right thigh as we reverse prayer. Coming down into a side angle. Looking past your hand, you want your chest to be raising up towards the ceiling. Twisting, lengthening in here. Inhaling up to star pose. We're going to exhale, forward fold. You want your back straight and flat. Head going down to the floor, letting gravity take it on your exhales. You're going to bring your left hand to your right ankle. Inhaling, bringing your hand up to the sky. Exhaling back down to center. You want to feel like your inner thighs are rotating back towards the back of the room. Your pelvic floor is engaged. Bringing your right hand to your left ankle. Inhaling, bringing your hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up. Looking up at your hand if you can. Exhaling back down to center. Hands to your hips. Slowly inhaling, coming back up to a stand. Exhaling your hands down to your right foot. Bringing your foot back, stepping it back. Exhale, lowering the shape. We're going to inhale, coming back up to cobra. Exhaling back to downward dog. Take a few breaths here. If you need a child's pose, now's the time to take one. Although you can take them whenever you want, please. Exhaling, bringing your knees down to the floor. Coming back to your tabletop. Just take a breath here. Reposition yourself, align yourself. Inhaling the left leg out. Making sure that your hips are squared. Lifting up if you can, but you want to keep your hip down and in line with each other. Lifting your hand out in front of you. Slowly looking forward. Exhaling your right hand back down. Inhaling your arm up to the sky, chest opening. Kind of like a quarter half moon or a variation of side plank. Exhaling, bringing your hands back down, your knees back down. Coming up into downward dog. Slowly walking to the front of the room. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Reaching up. Exhaling back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lowering the shape. Inhaling back up into cobra. Exhale your hips to the sky. Take a few breaths again. Bending your knees. Walking to the front of the room. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, coming into chair pose again. Keep your shoulders lower. Arms out, stretch, looking forward. Slowly lifting your left leg, sending it back. Inhaling into high lunge. Exhaling into warrior two. Bringing your left hand to your left thigh. Turning your hand up towards the sky. Inhaling into reverse prayer. Exhaling your elbow down to your knee. Coming into side angle pose. Inhale, coming up to star. Exhale down into goddess. want to make sure that your hips are tilted, well, your pelvic floor is tilted. Arms in goalpost. Inhale back up to start. Exhale your hands back down to center. Walking your hands back to your right foot, stepping your foot back, lowering the shape. Inhale back up to cobra. This time we're going to lift our feet off the ground, squeezing our buttocks together. If you can, lift your arms into airplane. Exhale, bringing your hands back to your chest, rolling back up, knees apart, coming down to child's pose. Slowly walking your hands up. We're going to come lie on our backs now. We're going to come into either bridge pose or a wheel. So for bridge pose, you want to have your knees hip length apart, feet flat on the ground, your shoulders back and down. And as you lift your hips towards the sky, you're going to bring your hands down underneath you, squeezing your buttocks together, pushing your hips up, head looking up. You're going to take a few breaths here. If you're doing wheel, you're going to bring your hands to your ears. And as you inhale, you're going to push up to your hands and your feet using your breath. So we're going to inhale. Take a few breaths here. Exhale, bringing your head back down to the ground. Now we're going to do a forward fold. We're going to just do a relaxed forward fold. So you're basically just going to roll and bend over. You're going to have your hands facing the ceiling. And just take a few breaths here. You can take 10 or 15 breaths here. Feel yourself coming back to your breath. On your exhale, sending it down to your lower hips. Slowly rolling up. So now we're going to bring our legs apart, flexing your feet. And inhale, bring your arms up. We're going to exhale, forward folding, coming from a straight back. And as we exhale, we're going to lean down. With every exhale, you might get a little bit lower. we're going to bring our feet together. We're going to keep our back nice and long and tall. We're going to open our feet like a book. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold forward with a flat back. Using your breath to come down. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can use your elbows as resistance on your calves. Slowly come back up. So now we're going to do the most important pose of the night, and that is Shavasana. So we're going to lie flat on our backs. You're going to bring your shoulders back and down underneath you. Your feet out at their sides, your hands out at your sides. And just slowly come back to your breath. Be still. Slowly bring your knees into your chest. Slowly roll away onto your side. Slowly come up to seated. A decent world, a world full of love, a world full of hope, a world full of compassion and empathy, where we could understand each other more clearly and why we do the things that we do, forgive, and truly, truly know who each other are. A world of love and a world of light. Namaste.